Hey guys, it's Amy. I know it's been a really long time since I've done a video here recently, so I just thought, hey, it's the middle of the night. It's actually a little after 11, and I got really kind of bored and frustrated with Tiny Chat, so I just like, why not? Let's just do a video. I'm probably guessing that a lot of you are wondering, hey, where did Amy go? What happened to her and everything? Well, it's kind of like this video is going to have bad news at the beginning, but then it's going to turn into some kind of good news in a weird way. I can't really explain it, and I have a lot of mixed emotions about it right now, but I'm going to show you something and present you some information that's very, very sensitive to me, and it took a little while to get used to it. It almost doesn't seem like a real reality right now, but I just thought it would be fair to go ahead and let you guys know what happened. But a very important event happened on the 21st of December, and out of nowhere my mom got really, really sick. And we don't know what exactly caused it to happen. We're just assuming on it. There wasn't an official autopsy or anything, but my mother passed away on the 21st of December that night. I was getting ready to take her her Christmas present over in Paris where she lived, and she just started coughing up blood for some reason. She had a really bad cough because of all the years of smoking. I mean, okay, this is a woman who's been smoking cigarettes ever since me and my brother were babies, ever since we started crawling. So, and then she's also had a history of cancer through both her mom and her dad. So my grandfather and my grandmother both had cancer, and they both passed away from cancer, from breast and lung cancer, and that's what led to mom's passing, is lung cancer. Most of the lower part of one of her lungs was covered completely with a very large tumor, and half of it took up half of her lung, and then the other half was part of her kidney. So it was really hard to believe, but at the same time, when they told me what happened, they thought I would be really sensitive about it, but I actually reacted quite differently. It's like I was kind of expecting it, because I knew, because mom smokes so much, that yeah, eventually she's gonna get lung cancer from it, or breast cancer, because I thought it might be hereditary from her mother, my grandmother, that she would get at least one of the two. So it really didn't surprise me that much that she actually got lung cancer. But I didn't know how big the tumor was, I didn't know how critical the tumor was, and I didn't know what treatment she'd have to go through. About her third week into chemotherapy, she told mostly everybody that she was perfectly fine, wasn't feeling any pain whatsoever, and that's a good thing. But just out of nowhere, she was sitting at home with my stepdad, and then they were discussing some groceries, and then all of a sudden she made this really weird kind of questionable face, and she started coughing, and then she got up and she went to the trash can in the kitchen, and she started coughing up blood, large amounts of blood, according to how it was described to me. So she was freaking out and everything, and my stepdad called 911, of course, and then everybody was just very chaotic in the house. I wasn't there personally because I don't live with her. I live with my dad still, but it was just very scary. It made me very, very anxious and very, very nervous. I mean, my heart was like skipping beats, which just goes to show you what it was like. But I was spending the night with my cousin and her mom, who's one of my mom's sisters, and she was calling some of my other aunts, and we were all going to meet up at the hospital that my mom was taken to in Paris, hoping that, okay, they got the whole thing controlled, the situation's cooled down a bit, there's no more distress, she's laying in bed, she's comfortable, she's relaxed, and we were just all going to go visit her, and I was going to take my Christmas present with her. Well, there I am in the kitchen, sitting at the table with the present, waiting for us to leave. Still have my hoodie and everything on, and then my aunt and my cousin both come in. My cousin's already pouring out tears, and I had no idea what was going on. So kind of like a little bit right now, just talking and reliving the whole thing. My eyes are starting to swell up a little bit too, but I was expecting good news. I was hoping for good news, but my aunt sat down and said, Amy, I hate to say this, but your mom didn't make it. And it's it shocked me. It really did. I was not expecting that. Of all of good or bad news to happen, I was not expecting her to tell me that my mom already passed. By the time they got her to the hospital, they didn't get a chance to hook her up to any machines or anything, but when they were, getting everything together, they checked her pulse and she just fell asleep and didn't wake back up. So it was really very shocking. So it's still, like I said, reliving this whole thing and explaining it and why I haven't been on YouTube or anything lately is really, really harsh, but I just thought, a lot of you are very close friends and family of mine, and only a good half of you know what happened and actually went to the visitation and the funeral, and I really appreciate all the support and all the prayers and everything that you guys have been sending us. But for those of you who don't know what happened, I thought you had a respectful right to know. So I asked one of my other aunts who inherited my grandmother's house and all the items in it if she had any pictures or anything. And this is a picture of my mom and back in her youthful days, like her senior days, and then everybody looks at all the pictures of my mom and say, wow, Amy, you look so much like your mother. And it's just an amazing thing. It really is one of the most beautiful pictures of my mom I've had, and I will treasure this picture for a very, very long time. It's one of my favorite pictures that I got. In fact, I'm planning to do like this whole collage in my room. I'm going to be repainting my room very soon, and I just finally cleaned everything and got everything set up. My bed behind me set, and probably has a cat on it, maybe not. But there's just so much going on right now. So, but it was kind of hard. I think I did more crying the night that I got that information that she passed. I did more crying that night than anything else, and it was just shocking, very, very, very shocking. But it was kind of a good thing because there's a lot of family that I know of that I haven't seen in just so many years, and it's because of the economy and everybody working and getting what they need to survive in the economy and everything, and then a lot of people, just couldn't make it for certain holidays and stuff. I was expecting my family to get together, but I was hoping it would be a joyous thing. I wasn't hoping that it would lead to a tragedy instead. But I'm not God. I can't control things, and what happened happened. I kind of had that weird feeling that my dad gave me bad karma in a way, because a few days before this event, my dad warned me or asked me if I gave Mom her present yet, and I was like, no, I haven't. I'm going to. I was very, very busy, and then a lot of times whenever I got home from work or before I went to work, I was either sleeping, eating, or was just too tired to do anything. So you can't really blame me. I work at least 40 to 60 hours every 2 weeks. So just imagine how I feel every day. But he just told me, your mom's probably not going to have a lot of time here, so if you want to give her a present, now's the time to do it. So it was really hard. He didn't go to the visitation because he didn't want to start any drama or anything, but I respect that my boss, my store manager, came, and a lot of her old friends that my mom used to work with and go to school with and grew up with, including my Aunt Lohrey, who married my dad's brother. He used to be an old neighbor of theirs, and she was there for me, so I want to say publicly thank you to everybody who came to the funeral and came to the visitation. I really highly respect everything that you gave us, and you're in my heart. You're definitely in my heart. Just thought I'd let everybody know what happened, and I'll see you guys later.